What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. You like my shades? They are not prescription. If you can't tell, they are blue deflecting glasses. They really help take the strain off your eyes when you stare at a computer screen, your phone, anything that gives off blue light. You see a nice yellow hue instead of that beaming white, and it has really been helping me not be as fatigued or get chronic headaches like I normally do on a day-to-day basis because of how much I spend staring at a screen or on my phone. Also, I am thinking of rebranding my name. I'm not that big, and I figured that the time might be now to part ways with my handle NVR Shout Amanda. That was inspired 10 years ago when I was heavily in love with the band Never Shout Never, and I kind of put my own twist on it, and I think, you know, maybe I need to just break away from it and always remember it. It will always be a part of me, but I thought of something silly. But I say it all the time, and I was like, I could incorporate my name with this. I just wanted to give you guys a heads up if you see that my name is different. So I have already done my makeup. I kind of just like slabbed some on. I've been thinking of trying to do a tutorial that works for glasses, as I keep staring at myself wearing these glasses. I haven't really been wearing makeup to work recently, and it's because usually mascara gets on the lenses, but I think right now we are looking pretty good without mascara. They're just smudges. I don't know how smudges even get on your glasses. Anyway, that's a mouthful, and you're probably wondering what today's video is, or you saw it in the title. We have a Marshalls and TJ Maxx haul. These are some of my favorite videos to watch because I'm like, ooh, I need to go visit all these people, not to be creepy, but you guys find the best items at your local ones. I had to go to almost every single one I could find in like the radius within 50 miles to get all this stuff. Like, I went to multiple, not just one Marshalls, one TJ Maxx. No, I went to multiple, but I think I have a decent amount of products. There was a bunch that I saw in stores, a lot of stuff that I already owned, a lot of stuff that was broken or tested and gross. One manager at Marshalls was like, make sure you're not testing it, and I was like, I am just making sure that it's not contaminated, used, broken, etc. I found the least amount of stuff at Marshalls, so I'm gonna start with Marshalls. It could be a long video if I swatch every single thing. You have been warned. I went to 3 different Marshalls. I might not swatch everything because the eyeshadow palettes are pretty big, but for like the smaller things I will swatch, and I really want to do like dedicated videos to the palettes that I did find, creating multiple looks just using that one palette. If you're interested in that, leave a comment below and a like. Pause real quick before we dive in. I saw a lot of like Nicole Miller, and there was like the Mac Studio, just a bunch of brands that I found consistently throughout Marshalls and TJ Maxx. Let me know what consistent brands that you find at your local ones and what your experience was, because I thought about it, but since I've never really heard of that brand, I didn't really want to spend money on something that could be crap. For realsies, we're gonna focus and dive into the Marshalls segment of the haul. The first product I found is the Profusion Cosmetics Blush and Glow Volume 2. I have not tried Profusion, but I have heard really good things, and it's also at Target, and this I found for $3.99, and it compares to $5, so you save $1. Whether or not that comparison value is its true value, I have noticed that consistently with TJ Maxx and Marshalls, that they kind of just throw a number to compare the value to, so I'm not sure if that is true or not. I thought this palette was beautiful for your face. I thought I could probably get a lot of use out of the highlighters, and if I'm gentle on the blush, and I love that the names are down here. I don't have to go the wrong way, and I can just throw away this plastic without feeling guilty. This shade is Sparks. Oh, that's chalky. And then Lovejoy, Hype. Ooh, that's super creamy. Passion and Elated. Look how super pigmented those are. They were so creamy, with the exception of Sparks, which was pretty chalky, and it had some fallout. Oh yes, these are beautiful. Now with the blushes, I'm gonna have to be very careful upon application. Otherwise, I'm gonna have very, very rosy cheeks. And the highlighters look beautiful, and I still have some pigment on my fingers. We have another face palette by Profusion. This is the Luminizer 1, so it's a highlighting palette. I bought it for $3.99 compared to $5, so it's the same price in comparison to the Blush and Glow 2. And this is what the inside looks like. I'm super excited for these highlighting shades. I think that they're gorgeous. I just love highlight. I can't help myself. So we have Lightning, Fairy Lights. I love that one. Wonderland, Heartfelt, and Impulse. Ooh, yes. Ooh, look at how pigmented these are. I'm very shook how pigmented Profusion products are. Yes! They all had that nice creamy feel to them. The payoff is awesome, and since you can get it at Target, probably it's safe to say that it is drugstore, because I have seen some other bigger brands at some Targets like Peter Thomas Roth come through Profusion. I've been seeing it at Marshall's and TJ Maxx for years now, and I just never really thought about purchasing it until I saw some videos and the swatches just looked amazing, and I was like, I need this. So here we are. I also found some Anastasia Beverly Hill liquid lipsticks. I picked up the shade Catnip and Poet. These were sealed, so I am going to take the assumption that these have not been tested. This is the shade Poet. Ooh, yes. Oh, hello. That shade is beautiful. It is right up my alley. I'm already a huge fan of the Anastasia Beverly Hills formula. Very long lasting, very, very comfortable to wear. Super pigmented. It's really awesome to find unused and unbroken ones at Marshall's because they normally cost $20. It says compared to $12, but I know that they cost $20, and I picked it up for $7.99. We're gonna swatch the shade Catnip. Ooh, that's pretty. Like I said, I've been getting into pinks recently, so I just had to get Catnip. Ooh, yes! I'm obsessed with these shades. Yes, like that is just so pretty. I can't get enough. Let me know what shades you find at your local TJ Maxx. I think those are like the only two that I saw. And then I found two palettes at Marshall's, both by Makeup Revolution London. The first palette is the Innovation Pro HD Amplified palette. This palette is so pretty. You got your neutrals, you got your pops of pink and coral. I could not pass this up because it looks luxurious, and I paid $6.99 and this is compared to $9, but I'm pretty sure it's a little bit more pricier than $9, at least for me, just by looking at it. And if it says London, pounds are more than the USD currency. I plan on doing a video using this palette, and I will do the swatches over there. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed to stay tuned for that video. And I have not tried Makeup Revolution before, so if you have, let me know in the comments below what your favorite palette is. What are some of your favorite products? I would love to try more. I know Ulta carries them, and that has been a brand that's been on my radar recently too. And then the second palette I found by Makeup Revolution is the Smolder palette. And then again, another 35 pan palette. It is sealed, so it hasn't been used. Oh, because some other ones look like a hot mess. But I was super excited to find this. You got your pop of blue, neutrals, smoky eyes. I think it's gonna be a fun palette to test out. I am super pumped. Like, those just look so nice. They also had some of their smaller Makeup Revolution palettes. I couldn't pass up these palettes. They look very similar to a Morphe palette. Morphe palettes are about $24, unless if you're buying Jaclyn Hill's, which is about $38. So like the pan sizes look very similar. In both palettes, you get 35 shades. So I will learn more about their actual pigments and how the shades perform when I do these follow-up videos. And now, everything from TJ. The first product I picked up was the e.l.f. Beauty Shield Daily Defense Makeup Mist, and I paid $2.99 and it retails for $4. I have been seeing a bunch of e.l.f. skincare in TJ Maxx, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I haven't used e.l.f. in years. It was actually one of the first makeup brands I have ever tried before, and I do miss it. And I'm like, why don't I use this anymore? They have so many good products that are constantly released, so I am going to start stepping up my game and testing out some of their new products. And this just looks like a nice mister. I get really dry. I mean, I'm always dry. Sometimes I get greasy throughout the day, but mostly dry. And I thought this would be a nice way to just keep in my purse and refresh as needed. So let's just spray. Definitely has a taste to it. It doesn't taste good, so keep your mouth shut, unlike my dumbass. But it feels super hydrating. A lot comes out. I'm so picky about the components because I either feel it's too much or not enough. This would be on the more heavier side of product that's being dispensed. The next product I picked up the Shadow Switch Brush Cleanser. I hate cleaning my brushes. I dread it. I put it off. I have a bunch that need to be cleaned right now, but I thought this would be fun because I'm always searching for crease brushes or brushes to smoke out my lower lash line, and I'm like, they are all dirty. So I thought that this might help. I paid $4.99 and it compares to $8. So if you have one of these, let me know what your experience was. I'm gonna keep putting off cleaning my brushes even more now. I didn't really need this next product, but I love replenishing on them, and they are the Real Techniques beauty sponges. I love these so much, and you get 4, and I paid $12.99 compared to $16. I actually think you pay $20 and you get the 4, so it factors out to be $5 a sponge, but I could not pass up $3 a sponge essentially. And I go through these quite often. You're supposed to replace them like every 3 months, and I try to get the max use out of my sponges, especially my beauty blenders, because those are $20 a pop. So I just thought, hey, I can't ever have too many beauty sponges. It's like when I go to Dollar Tree, which I need to go, and I always pick up bobby pins and hair ties just because I know I'm gonna break the hair ties, I'm gonna lose my bobby pins. The next product I picked up is the BH Cosmetics Festival Brush Kit. I was so excited to see BH Cosmetics at my TJ Maxx. They actually had quite a few products. About a month ago, I bought the Aurora Lights brush set. I plan on doing a full look with these brushes. I paid $12.99 and it says compared to $17, which I think these are closer to $20 or $25. And just because you see a brand like BH Cosmetics in TJ Maxx doesn't mean anything less of a brand. Most of the time when TJ Maxx and Marshalls carry brands, it's the overstocked products. They just produce too many, or it's phasing out. And I think they just released some more products to their festival line, so I'm wondering if that's why these ended up at my TJ Maxx. I love brushes. I'm a huge fan of BH Cosmetics. Really excited to see how these brushes perform. I'll leave a link to a video where I tested out their rose quartz brushes because I love those. I use them all the time, so I hope that these work out just as well for me. The next product I picked up is the Profusion Wanderlust palette. This is a very colorful palette, but you can also get some neutral looks out of it. I kind of was drawn towards it for the colors because I do want to explore more colorful looks. You get 21 shades and I paid $6.99 compared to $9. I think that these palettes might be a little bit more expensive than $9, but you just get a great shade range. There's a nice balance of mattes and shimmers, and I think you could get a lot of use and create multiple looks out of this. But wait, there's more Profusion. The next palette is the Profusion Pro Pigment palette. Oh my goodness, I was geeking out over this palette because this hot pink shade Jive was calling my name. I saw so many broken, used, and just gross sad palettes, rest in peace. And this one was luckily still sealed, and I made sure that there was no fingerprints in any of the shades until my fingers start swatching them. And then the last palette I found by Profusions is the Chocolates palette. Again, we have your neutrals, your golds, some pops of green, so I'm excited to see how this palette treats me. This shade Blitz was really calling me. It looks like a foil compared to the other shade. I'm not sure, I don't know how Profusion shadows blend out, how pigmented they are, but if they're anything like those face palette swatch, then these are going to be awesome. And additionally, Target has more Profusion palettes. I saw a bunch. They had like 10. It looked like, I don't know, I didn't get too deep in it because I had all of these. Speaking of more eyeshadow, I found 2 products by NYX. The first one being the Avid Pop palette, but I thought it was really cute, and it also gives me a chance to branch out, testing out more colorful looks. I paid $3 and it says compared to $6.99. I'm not sure how accurate that is. And then I found the NYX The Go-To palette, and I paid $4 for it, and it covered up the comparison value. But this is a nice like neutral palette I can take on the go. You get a highlighter, you get a blush. I don't really use peach blushes, but first time for everything, and then a bronzer, and then to create a nice neutral look. I'm a huge fan of NYX products as is, so I'm excited to have more eyeshadows and face products. I forgot about one other product that I found by BH Cosmetics, and it's the Marvin Magnificent palette. I've been wanting this palette for so long. I love that unicorn. It's just so cute. And you get some eyeshadows and some highlighters, and I love these 2 pops of color. So I thought that this palette was going to be a lot of fun, and I paid $6.99 compared to $10. And then I found 2 highlighter palettes from Makeup Revolution. The first one being the Ultra Cool Glow Highlighter Palette. You get 8 shades, and I paid $4.99 compared to $7. I saw this palette at like every TJ Maxx, and at the last one I finally caved in and I was like, fine, I'm going to buy it. It's a sign. Look at these pan sizes. Can we talk about that? Because that is impressive. And ooh, they're creamy. I don't know the names of them, but here we are. Ooh, especially that yellow is creamy. Those are just so pretty. I really love colorful highlighters. They're just a nice fun pop of color to add to your cheekbones, because most of the time it looks kind of like a natural shade, but in that sunlight you're like, ooh, look at that mint green or that blue. Ooh, yes. These shades are beautiful. I love them. I am shook with how pigmented they are, how creamy they are. Really excited to see how they work on the cheekbones. Sorry, Target's DMing me saying, because I ordered some Nintendo 3DS games because I'm a child, and they mailed me the games in the security cases still. What? The point of ordering something online is so you don't have to go to the store. And it's not that I don't want to go to Target, it's just because I spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars at Target. So I'm like, if I just buy what I need, I don't have to go in. And then the bottom row, I am obsessed with this shade. Yep, that was like the periwinkle. I'm just a sucker for that shade in general, for everything. Even that green is nice. And this is what the palette looks like swatched. I have a very similar palette by Naked Cosmetics, and that last shade is beaming. So I think it's safe to say I have highlighter for days. And then we're gonna swatch the Ultra Pro Glow 2 palette. The pan size is the same as that colorful one. And just as creamy. We like consistency. These are definitely a little bit on more the natural side. Ooh, look at this one. This one is fun. They're all fun, but I don't really have like a silver highlighter. I tend to go for like the rose gold highlighters. The brown ones look like fun too, especially for like the summer, like a nice bronzy look. And do you guys have any of these highlighter palettes or any others that I'm missing? Because this is Ultra Pro Glow 2. I wonder what one looks like. Is there a 3, 4, 5, 6, did 7, 8, 9? And then the bottom row, oopsie, gotta make sure we're in. I forget that sometimes. And that's why I'm always staring at my monitor, but then I'm not. And then I'm like, am I in the camera or not? Help. These are beautiful. I love them. And this is what they all look like. I like how these are very natural. And then I have the rainbow one for when I'm feeling more adventurous. And then concluding with the face products, I found some Anastasia Beverly Hills blush trios. I paid $10.99 and it says compared to $15. I think these are actually closer to $30. That is a really good deal. This is what the first one looks like. This is Pool Party. Ooh, these are super soft. I like how these feel. I really like how these blushes feel and how they look. I have not tried Anastasia Beverly Hills blushes. I've only tried their highlighters. I haven't tried their bronzers either. I was hoping to maybe find one to try. These shades are gorgeous. Oh, I cannot wait to actually use these on my face. And then the other trio I picked up is Pink Passion. And just like Pool Party, these are also nice and pink. I like pink blushes that you can work with that aren't too harsh or over amplify your cheeks. That was the chalkiest one and also had the most fallout. And this is what they look like. Having to do that so that they focus, and plus my fingers do weird things. Next to Pool Party swatches. I think I'm gonna get a lot of use out of these blush trios. Let me know what your favorite blush trio by Anastasia Beverly Hills is and what other ABH products that you like to use. Man, if I was swatching all those eyeshadows, we would be here forever. I didn't realize how much I got until I sat down, turned on the camera, and started to swatch all of this. I have a problem. Step one is admitting. 3 products left. I have another product by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I picked up Dusty Mauve and their Bullet Matte Lipsticks. This is so pretty. I love and live for mauve shades, so naturally I had to buy this. This was the only bullet lipstick I found. Let me know what others you have found. Ooh, yes. Oh, that was super creamy. That was super creamy. Oh, I love it. And then the last 2 products, I found some of the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. I was so excited to find these. These are not cheap. I was cutting up with a girl in TJ Maxx. She was like, my husband yelled at me for buying them full price, and here I am, $7.99, and I'm like, why is your husband yelling at you? You do you, girl. He probably bought a $60 game. Drama. And these are the 2 shades I picked up. This one is Into the Blue. Ooh, yes, that is gorgeous. That looks holographic. Oh my gosh. I only have the mini ones, so to actually get full-size ones, I'm like super excited. And then we have Sunset Cove, which I think I'm gonna get the most use out of. Yes, look at those. Oh my gosh. I am so excited for all of this to dive in, play with it, because I like to think I got some good items, but the hassle, I don't know if that was worth it. Let me know what you find at your local TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I think it's a lot of fun shopping at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Just be careful when you purchase some of their products to make sure it's not used, broken. A lot of them are sealing them these days. I also see some products in security cases. Definitely don't be afraid to be very thorough when you are looking through their products. Probably gonna hold off looking because I don't know how often they get new products, so I don't want to just keep going to multiple locations just to find the same stuff. This concludes today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Give this video a thumbs up if you like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, if you like hauls. What other places do you like to get makeup from? I don't know if like Burlington Coat Factory or Ross, what selections that they have. Let me know in the comments below, and let me know what your favorite product was. What other products from these brands that I mentioned have you found at your local ones? What other brands and products did you find? This is not limited to just to TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I only live in one state out of the 50 that we have. Hopefully you find some other products, some other good goodies. Please make sure you're subscribed before you leave, and I will see you in the next video.